Okay guys, stay tuned to watch and learn this circular palazzo pant, the cutting, the sewing. As you're seeing this trouser, you see how it turned out, the neatness. So if you want to learn on how to cut and sew it, please watch to the end. Okay guys, I want to show you how I fold this fabric. I'm refolding it for you to understand how I fold this fabric. After folding into two, as you can see like this, the next thing is to fold again in a triangular form. So mine will be having pocket. If you don't want yours to have pocket also, no problem. At this part, I'm going to mark out 4 inches straight. I hope it's visible. 4 inches. So after marking the 4 inches, the next thing is to divide my hip measurements. The band on the picture is a normal waistband, but this one I want it to be elastic. I want elastic waistband, so I'm going to use my hip instead of my waist measurement. So I'm going to divide my hip by 4. Hip is 48 inches divided by 4. That's giving me 12 inches. So I'm going to look for where 12 inches enters here for my waist measurement. So this is the line, 12 inches for the waist measurement. After that, the next thing I have to do is to determine my crunch line. So I'm going to use the same hip to get my crunch line in case you didn't measure your own. So I'm going to divide my crunch line by 4 with my hip line measurement by 4, which is 12. Then I'll be adding extra 2 inches, making it 14. Then because I want the elastic waistband to be 1.5 inch, I'm going to take out 1.5 inch from here. Then I'll mark 14 inches. So after marking that, the next thing I have to do is to connect the crunch depth, the crunch line. So I use my French curve. If you don't have, you can use your free hand. You can do a free hand. So I just connect it. I hope the shock is visible. So after connecting it, the next thing I have to do now is to measure the length of the pant. So the length of the pant is 14 inches. Then I'll be adding 1.5 inch for hemming allowance. That's 41 inches. So in order to mark the full length, all I have to do, I'll minus the 1.5 inch, which is for my waist band. Then I'm going to mark 41.5 or 40 inches depending. So I'm going to keep it this way and mark all round. So looking at this part, you will see I have a short of fabric. So I'm going to join that end. I'm going to join that end. So I'll show you how to join it in case your fabric is not enough. So in order to complete this part that is not complete, all I have to do is I'll bring my remaining fabric. So I'm going to make sure that the fabric is equal, and I'll trim this out, make it equal also. I'm going to pin this down so that it won't be shifting. So I'm going to pin it this way, pin this one this way. So now I have to remeasure my pant length, which is minus 1.5. I'll measure 41.5 inch. So I'm going to dot this line equally with the one I have here, because I know I have excess inside. Okay, so I will cut it out from here. So I'm going to trim out the excess, leaving the joining allowance that I'm going to use to join the both together. So I'm going to separate it, this one for this, and this one for this. To separate the front and the back, so I'm going to trim this part open. Because I'm going to put pockets, so I choose to cut it open. So now this is going to serve as, the one up is going to serve as the front. So all I have to do on this front one is I'm going to come in from here by 1 inch, and I'll slant it to the side. I'll slant it. Before I do that, I'll first come in by 1 inch here, and I'll take it back to the curve. Then from there I'll come in by 1 inch, and I'll slant it to the side. So I'm going to do that now. I'm doing this only at the front body. Then after this, on the crunch line, I'm going to come in by 1.5 inches. I'm going to come in by 1.5 inches, and I'm going to cut it out on the front body. So let me separate this so that it will be understandable. So on the crunch line, this is the crunch line, I come in by 1.5 inch. So I'm going to cut it out. I won't cut 1.5 inch till down. I'm going to cut 1.5 inch and slant it while getting to the down part. Then I'm going to give here a very nice curve. This is for my front body. Then on the side where my pockets will be, I'm going to measure. It's okay, don't give me again. I'm going to measure 6.5 inches. I'm going to measure 6.5 inches. Then I'll come in by 2 inches. Then and I'll slant it. That is my 2 inches. Then 6.5. Then on the 6.5, I'm going to come in by ½ inch. So I'm going to slant the pocket down to this ½ inch. This will be for my front pocket, and I'll cut it out. So I am done with the front bodies. Then on the back bodies, I am not doing anything. I'm not cutting anything. I'm going to use it the way it is. So guys, I'll proceed by sewing it. So the first thing I have to do now is to join this down part that is not equal. I'm cutting out the edges. I don't need it. I'm going to join this down part that is not equal. Then after joining it, I will join the down part for the front. Then I'll show you what next to do. Okay guys, after joining the down part, I've already joined it and I've already ironed it down. Then this is the center front. I've also joined it with ½ inch. As you can see, I already interlock my pant. So let's work on the pocket. This is the cutout I made for the pocket. Okay, let's cut out the pieces we are going to use for the pocket. These pieces might not be enough, but I think I'm going to manage it. So the length I need on the pocket, I'll be needing 13 inches, and the wideness I'll be making use of 9 inches. 13 and 9. So I'll be cutting this out, using it to trace out another 3 pieces. So I want 4 pieces of this. So this one I'm cutting out is the number 1. I need another 3 pieces. Okay. Remember, we'll be needing our band, our waistband. So I have 2 pieces now. It's still remaining extra 2 pieces. But before I cut out the remaining 2 pieces, this is the only pieces I have here. So I need to cut out the waistband. So I'll be needing unfold 4 inches. Remember, I minus 1.5 inch. So if unfold will be 3 inches, then because I'll be needing joining allowance, so I'll be marking out unfold, or if I'll be marking out open like this, 4 inches, which is unfold will be 2 inches. So I'll measure this to be sure that it will be enough for the waistband I need. I'll be needing, oh, it's more than enough. So I'll keep it aside. Then I'll fold the remaining pieces I have here and cut out what I need for my pockets. Okay, now I will get the pocket side and I'll open it. I'll take one piece here. I'll place it right side facing right side, making sure they are equal. So I'm going to pin here and I'll pin here. So I'm going to turn it this side. You see what I have. So I'll take this to my machine and I'm going to sew here. Let me cut it out. So I'm going to sew here and here. I will sew the same thing to the other side. Okay guys, after joining the pocket, I top stitch it. This is the back. I top stitch. So the next thing I have to do now is to bring the other pieces and I'll place it this way. I'll place it, see what I'll do here. I'll place it wrong side facing each other. I hope you understand. Wrong side facing each other. This is the wrong side. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. So I'm going to run a stitch here. I'm going to align it very well and I'll run a stitch. I'll run a stitch here, here, half inch. Then after that, I will now turn it inside out. So after sewing it with half inch, as you can see, the next thing I have to do is to flip it inside. I'll interlock it later. As I flip it inside, this is the way it is. Then I'm going to turn this pocket inside like this. And remember, I take out 2 inches. So all I have to do is to hold this place and place it this way. I will take measurements and make sure that what is coming out here is 2 inches. Like I take it out initially. Remember what I minus there is 2 inches. So if it's complete, I'm going to sew here with half inch and I will also sew here with half inch. So making me to have my pocket. You see that? So I'm going to do that right away and then we'll proceed. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm done with the pocket. This is the back of the pocket and this is the front and this is the other side and this is the back. So the next thing is to join both the front and the back together. Okay, so the back, I've also joined the center body of the back. I've already joined the center part of the back. So the next thing I will do is to place the two together, right facing each other. Then I'm going to join this side. I'm going to join this side with half inch. Then I'll join the other side also. I'll join this side too with half inch. Then I will join the down part. I'll make sure that this place is equal, they are aligned. Then I'm going to close it with half inch. So let me go and do this 3, then I'll be back. Okay guys, I've joined the side like I said before. Are you seeing it? I've not ironed it. This is the center front, this is the other side, and this is the center back. So the next thing now is the band. I have to measure the waistline, measure what I have. So I'm starting from the center back to measure what I have all round. Remember, we use our hip circumferences for for the waistline because it's going to be elastic. So I measure what I have on the waist. I'm having 15 inches. I don't know how that happened, but it's a circle flare, so it's expected to be SS. So since I'm having 15 inches on the waist, the band will also be, I'm going to measure the band to also have 50 inches on the band, and I'll cut out the remaining one. So I'm going to fold the band into two to be easy for me. So all I want is 50, that's 50 inches divided by 225 plus half inch joining allowance, because I'm going to join the band together. I'll have 25 and a half. So I'm going to cut this out. So after that, I told you it's elastic, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sew half inch for my elastic. So I want the elastic to be 3 lines, then I'll use the remaining line for joining allowance. I don't know if you understand. So I'm going to mark half inch. That's where my lines will pass through. That's where I will run my thread. So I'll keep marking till I'm done with the whole markings. The distance from one line to the other line is half inch. So I'll take it to my machine. After marking it all out, I'm going to join these two together before I sew my lines. I'm going to join these two together. Then I'll first sew one line. I'll pass through my elastic. After passing through my elastic, I'll sew the second line. I'll pass through my elastic. I'll sew the third line. Or I can as well sew the whole line at the same time. Then I'll leave a little space where I'm going to pass through the whole elastic. So I'll carry you along while doing that. So let me go and sew the lines first.
I'm done with the line. As you can see, I've sewn it. This is the first line, second line, and the third line. Okay, now if I measure what I have, I measured 50 inches, that's 25 inches. But after sewing it, it's not up to that. That's how it used to be, because some parts will drag. So let me show you the elastic I'm going to be using. Since the waist is 50 inches, I think I will do minus 20 inches. And I will use 30 inches elastic. Why? Is because I do not want it to be too tight. I don't know if you understand me. I don't want it to be too tight. So I'm going to measure 30 inches and cut it out. And then this is how I'm going to pass it. I'll start with the first line. If you look here, you see where I leave opening here. I hope this is visible on my camera. I leave opening here. So from that opening, I'll be passing through the elastic. So we'll work on the first line.
So guys, after passing through the first line, this is what it looks like. So I'll take it to my machine and stitch the two together. Then I'll go and stitch it together. After stitching it, I will come back and proceed to the second line. As you can see, I've top stitched it, and I really make sure that I top stitch it very, very strong. So I'll take it in The next thing is I will do the second one now. So before I proceed on second one, I will take it to my machine and close this line, close the first line, then I will do the second line and close it and also do the third line. So while doing the final one, I will show you. Okay guys, I've done the second one. I've done the second line. You see how it looks. So now I'll proceed on the third line, and that's the final line. Okay guys, I'm done fixing the third one. Do you see the look it gives? Are you seeing that fullness? So all I have to do now, take it to my machine and top stitch here. I'll hold the two together and sew on it. After sewing, I'll close the line, then I will interlock the edges. I'll interlock the edges and I'll show you how to fix it on my pants, on the pants rather. Alright, after fixing the last one, this is what I have. I've already interlocked it. You can see. You can see how far it can go. See how unique and beautiful it is. It always come out perfectly neat. So if you are joining it, you can as well. This joining part, this is the place I join it. Can fix it at the center back of the pants. So guys, let's fix our elastic. So this is the center front and this is the center back. All I have to do is to take this place that I joined and keep it, merge it together with the center back. Then I'm going to sew this elastic all around. As I'm sewing, I'll be stretching it. As I'm sewing, I'll be stretching it. So after that, the next thing is to hem the down part of our pants. I'll hem the down part by ½ inch. I've already interlocked it, so I'm going to hem it with ½ inch. So after hemming it, I will now fit it in a dummy and you will see the final look of our circle flare pants. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. The more you subscribe, the more I make more videos for you to watch. Thank you guys. Bye.
Guys, please subscribe on my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button, share, comment, share this video, subscribe so that I can be able to be creating new videos.